this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Festive Friday, where we are going to do National Lucky Penny Day. And then I also am using Close to My Heart products for this particular layout, and that is the collection I am going to use. Everything will be linked down below. So what I decided to do is to take green, stripes, and circles out of the inspiration list. And I treated one of the rainbow papers that the Blue Skies collection had, and I treated it more like my stripes in a wedge factor. Now, I am going to work on this style another time as well, because this one I enjoy and I like what it looks like in the end, but it's not necessarily that I'm absolutely in love with it. And I think it's because of the way I have the wedge going. It could be that. I'm not sure. But again, I really truly love this. And you know, to be honest, you can't always love every layout that you do. It just happens. It's the same thing as if you're doing cards or a quilt or knitting or something of that effect. Not always do you enjoy everything you do. It just happens. And so I decided to take the stripes. Now, I made a more of a curved stripe, but I think it's still stripes. It achieves as stripes. And I'm going through and I'm finding all the different little pieces that I want to use. So I'm just kind of throwing it out here. And then I will start working. Now, for some odd reason, I'm a little off camera on the bottom. Not sure why, because I haven't changed anything, but I'm a little off camera. So you will see me work on it and kind of see it. And I know you can't see the photo yet, but it's coming, I promise. So the photo that I am doing, it's still part of the word wall, or like the wing wall. And this one happens to be a peacock. And this was taken in Mooresville. It was still one of the weekends that I went up there to Amy's house. And I'm just doing up a bunch of layering pieces that I do know how to do best. And I absolutely love this part of my layout. I think it is absolutely perfect and stunning on how I got this part to look right. I think it's gorgeous and it works wonderful. And I had a little bit of this checkerboard paper, I guess, that you can't see for whatever reason. I'm working off camera. Do not ask me why. But I am hodgepodging it together so that it becomes a full piece across my paper, so that that's the last one I am using. And it's just like that gingham paper that's on the right hand corner. Essentially. So make sure that you go check out the blog. That'll be listed down below so that you can make sure that you get all of the information. Also, I am doing, and this will be linked down below as well, I am also doing an online crop for the whole month of May in my group, and that will be linked down below. I do know that this is going up on May 1st. So yesterday, April 30th, the informational post has gone up. So if you're wanting more details about how it's going to work and all of that kind of stuff, you can go check it out. Now, this group collection that I'm using is actually the big collection that you would win. So every entry into my 7 challenges, and you get a point. And then depending on different layouts, has sponsorships. This one unfortunately does not, but there are quite a few. I think I got 4 out of the 7 sponsored. And then obviously the big one down at the, for me, which is this collection here that you will get shipped to you free of charge. And I stick this down, and then I realized, I was like, oh, I needed the numbers on the one side, so I had to move it over. Again, I am so sorry I'm off camera. I do not know why. I didn't move anything. The joys of filming and then editing and realizing that you can't go back and redo a layout because half the camera it's off. So I'm so sorry about that. But Off camera, I do put down 4 different sayings that I love to say, and that's what I put in this little paper here. I may do it on camera, I'm not quite sure. So this is where the circles come in. Now I'm using the buttons from one of the stitch collections that are available. I do 2 hearts and then circles, and you'll see me use the circles in other spots too to achieve that circle. Now I am bringing in all of these little bits of fussy cutting that I did off camera, and these also have circle pieces as well. They're a little bit more oval shaped, but it's still a circle. I'm calling it a circle. And this is kind of how like simple I made it. So ultimately, I really wanted to achieve and show you that you can still stay simple and achieve something. Now, for me, I would have loved to probably have the stamp set, which I haven't gotten the stamp set for this one. And I think I would have been able to do a little bit more with it. But ultimately, I don't mind that this one is more of a simple one that I'm going to hang up on my wall, because my other ones are pretty they're pretty full. I have one more of the wing wall that I need to do. And then ultimately, when I move into our house, whenever Josh is done being in the military, I am going to put all of these up on the wall. That's like going to be like my signature piece that I want up on the wall. I'm going to stagger them or something. So this is kind of where now I'm just embellishing everything that I do. And that's where the buttons come into play. Those are my circle elements. Obviously the stripes and then the green. I have a big piece of paper of green and you can't miss it. Definitely can't miss it. It's on my picture. It's on my background piece. And it's within all of my little bits of like ephemera that I either fussy cut out or I put together or any of that. And then obviously the circle pieces are my buttons. And then, you know, the stripes are my wedge. So there are my 3 pieces. And yeah, so make sure that you check everything out. Everything will be linked down below. I definitely would love to see you at my group. And then obviously make sure you go check out the Festive Fridays blog post, and then also entry. You don't have to do a 12 by 12 layout. You can definitely do cards if you want to. You could do a 12 by 12, or a traveler's notebook, whatever you feel like deemed, because there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of things going on this weekend, because it is an International Scrapbooking Day. And I have seen Paige Evans, obviously I am. I know that if you are part of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, they're doing something. I definitely know Victoria Marie is probably doing something, and I'm almost betting 100%. I will take that back. It's probably 5,000% that the Hip Kit is doing something. And I have seen Pink Fresh Studio have some things out there. So just check around. If you're not quite sure where some of the challenges are, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I will definitely hook you up so that you can get your mojo back if you don't have it, or get and challenge yourself a little bit more. Obviously, this is day 1 of 7 days of layouts going up on my channel. A couple of them is going to be dual for that as well. So just to give you a heads up. And yeah, so that is kind of pretty much it on all of that. If you are new to my channel, I would love to have you. I do upload between normally two to 3 times a week, along with all of my design teams, and I do traveler's notebooks and 12 by 12 layouts. So I would love to have you. So hit that like and subscribe button. If you are already part of my family, welcome back. I am so glad that you have come back. I hope that everyone is staying safe and enjoying the fact that hopefully the weather is getting warmer for you. As I know that here in the state of Georgia, can't figure what it wants to do. One day it's hot like it should be in the summer, and then the next day it's cold like it should be in the winter. So I don't know what it's trying to do. But ultimately, I do know that during this week, we are going to be up to 90-degree weather after being at 60. So yeah, But I am rounding out with enamel dots. I do pull out some gold shimmers from my stash that I splattered just to add to this. And that is it. So I hope that you like this. The still shots are definitely coming up. Everything is linked down below. And I hope that you stay safe and have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.